Well, good morning, all you YouTube peeps. Talking to you from the beautiful Walmart parking lot here this morning. No, I couldn't stay here last night because they don't allow overnight parking, but nearby. So we have a memorial service this morning for one of our former ARC residents who went through the program. He got his life together, got off alcohol, drugs, got his kids back, his three boys. He had lost his wife a number of years ago. He had three small boys, ranging 8 to 12 years old. Got his life cleaned up and started getting a job and doing all those things. Graduated from the ARC, got his boys back for a time, and then had a heart attack and it killed him. So there's a memorial service this morning for him. It'll be probably a pretty big one. He was pretty well loved by a lot of people, but it does underscore the real issue of addiction and what it does to you and what it does to a person's life and body. Addiction takes away so many years that one could have had. And you never know with a heart attack, but I know that there was a lot of damage done by the various substances and alcohol and cigarettes and everything else that goes along with it, that it all compounds to an early death. And that's the reality of working with addicts. I've worked with a few who've passed on, and it's a life and death struggle. It really is. So it's kind of a heavy start this morning, I think, for me. I liked Kelly. It was great to see him do so well in the program and then graduate from the program. And it was tragic to hear of his death, especially considering he had three small boys. So we will go there this morning, and then I have a client meeting up in northern Fort Collins to maybe take on a website project. Hopefully that'll go well. And then I have to be back down here in Loveland again later on for meetings and other things. So it's going to be kind of one of those days back and forth, up and down. Kind of a busy Saturday, more than I like, but it is what it is. So we'll take it as it comes today. The city here has a program where they commission artists to paint the transformers around town, and there you'll find them all over, these painted transformers, and it's a pretty cool little program. I know another friend of mine who is also an ARC resident, got a program with the city, got part of the program from the city of Fort Collins to do, I think it was a piano, one of the street pianos that they put out there, and to do a painted piano and as a bit of street art. So you'll find all kinds of these little transformers here all over town, tucked away in various places. Aren't you just a cat's meow this morning? Wait, what? The peaks this morning are just awesomely beautiful today. It's an awesome view of Long's Peak. Well, it's been a real fun day here in a fun Saturday. As I mentioned, it was great healing for me to go to that memorial service and talk to the family and Kelly's kids and see how God worked in his life. It was really uplifting. Really good meeting with a client, and
getting a new project off the ground that actually pays. So that's a real positive here. And then this evening we're going to go to my Saturday evening Bible study, and be helping lead worship in the morning tomorrow morning. So I'm going to be hanging out here by the church. But real good day. I will continue this video vlog through tomorrow and see what tomorrow brings. So we did go down to Cappy and I went down to the Sweetheart Festival, which was downtown. Couldn't really film it. It was very packed, and Cappy was very much sniffing everything and tugging at everything, and there wasn't a lot of room to maneuver, so I wasn't able to really capture any footage of that. It was a little crazy. So, and parking down here downtown in Loveland is crazy on Sweetheart Festival. So, especially on a beautiful day like today was. Anyway, a little more on that Sweetheart Festival. They do this every year, but today it happened to be on a Saturday, and they close down Fourth Street and have a lot of vendors and and craftspeople and whatnot set up. But this year, they were doing a whole lot of construction down Fourth Street, so most of Fourth Street is torn up, and so everything's pushed to the sidewalks. So there's really no way to spread around or even grab a camera without Cappy lunging. So and trying to sniff everything and everybody and being super overstimulated. As was I. It was very close quarters. So we didn't really get much we didn't get any footage of that. It was just impossible to do and maintain control of my dogs. So I was hoping to. But anyway, that's the Sweetheart Festival in Loveland. It's a big deal. And of course, Loveland being, you know, Loveland, it's a big deal here. But perhaps in next year, when they finish this construction project, hopefully it will be quite different. But this year was really packed, and again, really tight quarters, not comfortable at all. Way too much for me, overstimulating for me. I find crowds to be difficult generally. Being neurodivergent, it does overstimulate me to have too many people around in such tight quarters. And then to try to, you know, keep little Chihuahua under control with all the other dogs around and people, and making sure we're not getting stepped on, and just it was craziness. It was absolutely craziness. It was one of those postcard beautiful days today. Really gorgeous weather, warm, a little bit of rain last night. Really nice how it turned out so clear, crystal clear today. So Kelly's life was really transformed by Christ through his experience at the Sober Living House. When he came on with us, when he first came aboard as a resident, he was shaking like a leaf. He was in his withdrawals. It was really difficult for him, but he had made the determination in his mind that this time he was going to knock this thing and get his family and get his life back in order. And through the power of what the Lord can do in someone's life, he really did transform. And the last year of his life, he was really able to turn it around, get clean, get sober, but also really connect with his boys and with his faith. And that was a super big encouragement to see that today, see what happened after he was able to leave the program. And really the power of what Christ did in his life is so palpable, so real. Even though he didn't have much longer to live on this earth, he was really prepared for heaven.
And it was such an encouragement, heavy in in some points, really remembering, but also not that heavy. It was really hopeful. And I think it gave his boys a lot to remember about their dad and about their family and the rest of the family. It was good to meet Kelly's own dad and talk with him, learn more about his life, things I didn't know for the short time I knew him. Someone hung a little heart on the tree. It's Valentine's Day. It's Valentine's Day, but I love it so. Heartstone, someone hung on the tree here today. Really cool. In sober living, you have so much, it's so difficult. You have the success rate is usually low because the addictions are so high. The power of addiction is so deep. But to see him and see how things were changed was a real testimony and a real encouragement in working with folks that struggle with addictions, that you really can make an impact. And it's an encouragement. Those are the success stories you want to hear. Those are the things that you really hang your hat on when things get hard and when things get discouraging. I'm amazed at how when God gets a hold of someone's life and they lean into it and really strengthen in their faith, how no power of deep addiction or no power of chains can hold someone back from being free. And the last year of Kelly's life was really one of full freedom and reconciliation with his family and his children and his life. It was a really joyful life right up to his end, which was sudden. But by then, he was really ready. He was really ready. He'd done a lot of work, and he was really ready for the eternity that he faces now, which is in Christ's arms and in heaven. And his boys really have a real assurance of that power, that no matter what they go through in their lives, that God is real and the power of Christ is real and can change someone no matter what their past. So that again, that's a super huge encouragement for whatever we go through. Well, been kind of an eventful Sunday. Good service this morning. Lots of walks in the parks, of course, with the dog. And now he's crashed out here this afternoon, and we're just watching the Olympics. And I'm doing some work here and prep for class tomorrow. Gabby here's crashing out after a long walk today. Looking pretty pleased with himself. Though I do have to clean my blankets from last night since he decided to puke on the blankets sometime at night. One of the hazards of traveling with a dog in a small space. But is he ashamed? No. He's fine. He's okay. Just something that decided to need to come up sometime in the night time. So we're going to have to do a little extra laundry. Oh well. That's van life. Anyway, I also want to thank a number of you for commenting and subscribing. It seems like some of my stories of my own mental health journey and this van life thing has been connecting with a number of you in a special way, and I really, really appreciate hearing about that. It's very heartening to know that there are many of us out here that struggle. But not every struggle every day. Today's a really good day, and this weekend's been really good for me. Even though it started kind of heavy with the memorial, but that was really a healing thing for me too.
So I'm going to leave this here. Again, if you enjoy my channel, like and comment and subscribe. I really appreciate it. I do try to respond to the comments that come in and answer questions and engage with you all in the community. So I really appreciate you watching, and we'll see you in the next video. God bless. Bye-bye.